Before we jump back into our flip, Tom Wichman from Florida Friendly Landscaping Program shares with us some yard maintenance tips on proper pruning.
Anyone with a landscape is going to have to do some pruning at one time or another in order to keep that landscaping looking tidy. Before you start pruning, make sure you have the right tools. A good pair of pruning shears is really important. Other than that, you're probably looking at a lopper. And loppers will have longer handles, bigger blades, and allow you to cut maybe up to 3/4 of an inch. Anything bigger than that 3/4 of an inch, you're looking at pruning saws. So make sure you have the right tool. What we can do with a pruning shear is much better. It'll allow us to have a more naturalistic shape to the plant and not that boxy or round shape that we would do with hedge shears. If you're pruning shrubs, make sure that you're pruning them so that the top is more narrow and the base is wider. That allows sun to get to the bottom and will keep the branches full all the way to the ground. If you have trees, possibly think about hiring a certified arborist for any of that high work that might be dangerous. If you have palms in the landscape, make sure you're following that 3 and 9 rule. So picture a clock with 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock being on that clock. You can prune anything below those, but anything above that, make sure you're leaving alone. Keep in mind, don't over prune your palms. Those green leaves that you might be pruning are feeding the palm and keeping it from getting nutrient deficiencies. And last but not least, if you have mangroves, check with your local municipality and don't prune mangroves, dead or alive, unless you know what you're doing. Pruning is easy, but you just have to have the right tools and know what you're doing.